if we were a steak and shrimp. What's the motherfucking deal? Smoke some bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Ed Huncho. Welcome to the Kush Den. We can get a couple of folks up in here and then we gonna get it booted up like we normally do. So like I said, I hope y'all having I don't know, well, some of y'all at work, some of y'all are out on vacation and all that other good shit. So like I said, working on a couple things, trying to change up a little bit of the look a little bit. And what's the motherfucking deal, Rio family? Hope y'all having a good Wednesday here. Let me make sure I got everything in order as it should be. Should have a sauce action, all that other good shit going on like it needs to go. All right. So yes, like I say, hold on, let me turn this shit down a little bit. I got this up loud. Man, what's up, Jeremiah? Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, there's nothing to worry about with the Rockets. Okay, we 5 deep already. Cool. Let's go ahead and pop this intro in and then get this party started.
Smoke weed every day.
So welcome to the Kush Den. It's a 420 friendly situation. So if you are a partaker, even if you're not a partaker, you're welcome to join in the conversation. Like I say, it's a variety of topics, kind of a free form conversation. Sometimes we have a little bit of structure, but most of the time we don't. So whatever's on your mind is fine. Like I say, be pre-rolled and under control. Be your best bet. If not, like I say, pour yourself up a drink. And if you can't do that, man, have yourself a soda and sit back and enjoy yourself. What's up, Anthony? What's the motherfucking deal? Say the kids driving you crazy. Man, the little one out of town, so I ain't got to deal with none of that, so that's cool. Man, you're not lying about these motherfucking Celtics. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm who's the first live at 5 in the mix today? Okay, I don't know who else in there saying 5, but I might be wrong. So we're going to give Anthony, Jeremiah, what's up, Angel, and the real family. And I already hooked up Man Thing since he was first, so I'm going to hook y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see exactly how I go about doing this here. Okay, there go Angel. Okay. I ain't feeling that. They tried to steal a lack. Reel it back. The fact remains all about the cane. All right, I'm trying to hook this up real quick. I'm learning some new little shits with the shit, and so playing with this shit, I want to make it more entertaining. But like I said, I hope y'all having a good evening. It's 4:20, so it's time to fire up. You know what I mean? And see how we go with that. All right. Let me see, make sure everybody get hooked up like they supposed to real quick. But, actually we could do it like this. I guess that works too, huh? When you down. But like I say, here's my thing about the Rockets, man. One, I'm not worried about, shit, I don't even see your name on here, Jeremiah. So for me to be able to hook you up, I might need to refresh it. Let's see where we at. Oh, there you go. Like I say, we had a little bit of a spell. One, like I say, that took everything OKC had to run that, and they only won by 5 points. So imagine, like I say, with Chris Paul, Capella's been a little rusty because he's been out, he's been in and out, and I think his heel's still bothering him a little bit. And then, like I say, still Mute's been out. Mute's a key piece. A lot of people sleep on what Bob Mute brings, but he's definitely relevant. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, not only mentioning, like Chris Paul. Now that little dude that they've been bringing in, Weber, whoever with the dreads or whatever, I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. So I don't know about him. Let's see, make sure I got everybody hooked up here. Now some folks that's missing. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so like I say, man, the Celtics I'm not worried about. Like I say, it was just a couple of things. The Rockets are not playing up to par, but that's not an excuse because, really essentially what you got to look at is that Rockets team is the same team that was out there last year, just with PJ Tucker essentially. You know what I'm saying? I started looking at some other groups and shit because, like I said, I want to start spreading the sauce, and so I'm trying to think about joining some other groups and trying to try to get some attention and shit to flavor people who are interested in shit. But I go into some of these other groups, and some of these fans, man, are crazy. I mean, really, really crazy. I'm tripping. I'm crazy, as a matter of fact. I'm talking all this shit, and I ain't even. All right, who else I owe? I owe a couple of more. I think Real Family, I owe you some coins. And Anthony, I owe you some coins. Yeah, like I see, they be out there hustling, but it's just like, man, I don't know, man. Like, motherfuckers trying to paint him like he's the next Beverly. What's the motherfucking deal, Wise? Yeah, but they try to paint him like he the next motherfucking Beverly, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking him. I'm sure he's a good player, but okay, there you go, Anthony. I don't know why I didn't show it earlier. I thought it did. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm just not seeing what everybody, well, not what everybody, but what some people are seeing in him. And, but it is what it is. But like I say, don't worry about the Rockets. We just having like a little tough little patch, but it's not, it's not as bad as it seems. The media, them motherfuckers just been looking for us to lose so they can take it. Well, I told y'all, I seen it. And I say, I ain't even watching none of this shit after that fucking loss. Hold on, Real Family, I got you right here real quick. Cause then they got pictures of like a little cartoon with the big three, but it's got James Harden and Chris Paul tied to the Rocket. Now to a Rocket, knowing that most people don't pay no fucking attention to no fucking games, and they gonna sit there and believe that those three motherfuckers actually beat Chris Paul and James Harden when they just beat James Harden. It took three superstars to beat James Harden having a so-so night, you know what I'm saying, at home, in their building. So that shows you, them motherfuckers ain't shit, but people will take whatever narrative that they can get. It sucks that we don't play them again until March, because I can't wait to get that victory. They owe us that one, dog. That shit ain't really what it is, man. Like, excuse me, good grief. All right. Everybody should have had their sweets and stuff now, so we should be Gucci there. I'm bad on that. But man, I wanted to talk about some shit. Like I said, I want to get more on topic with the Kush Dens, I'm trying to have them, sensible a little bit. They just be kind of everywhere. And yeah, that's what I say. I got that hoe hit a certain spot on me, man. It must have hit you talking about a Virgil, it must have hit the G spot. Had me up there, out of there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is he back out? And then I know what's his name is gonna be out for a minute too. I mean, not what's his name gonna be out for a minute, but I know they said that Chris Paul ain't gonna play on the back-to-back. He only gonna play like one night. You know what I'm saying? So, that boy stacking up them sweets, man. But yeah, that's gonna be unfortunate. But I was talking to Man Things earlier. We was on Twitter and he had posted something, and I'm just interested to know how you guys feel. I definitely don't consider myself a feminist. I'm sure some of you guys might, or however you feel. Like I say, this is an open conversation. Like, this is not to bash nobody. I want to hear other people's opinions. So that's my thing. Like, I don't understand when people just get mad about shit. Like, I want to hear opinions, change my mind if I'm wrong about something. That's what it's all about, educate people. But I'm just curious how y'all feel. Like, with all these movies that they've rebooted, but basically just took men out of it and made all the starring roles, women roles. I know it was that Ghostbusters. I didn't watch that. I hardly ever watch movies anyway, so it's not because that they were women in it that I didn't watch it. I just hardly ever watch movies. But I know they did the Ghostbusters. I know they just did. They're doing like the Ocean's 8 or something like that. What's the motherfucking deal, D-Money Magic? You know, I know they doing some other shit like that, but they're rebooting all these different movie franchises, but they just putting a bunch of women in. A matter of fact, like, they got one coming up with, or it might have came out already. I don't be knowing. Like I tell, I don't be watching shit, but basically it was like The Hangover, but with women instead of dudes. Like, I'm just curious, like, is that really, are these movies entertaining, or are they just doing this to pander to women? Are they just pandering to what they believe people want to see? Because I don't think anybody really wants to see that shit. You say that's more political correctness? You think with them making all these movies and shit? That's funny as shit, Jeremiah. But I'm telling you, but it happens. I'm telling you, women are just naturally, they put their hands on you and do shit like that. Nobody ever says anything about that, though. It's okay. Like I say, it's a double standard. Double standards are the worst standards. You know what I mean? But I'm just curious. Like I say, to me, I don't get it. Like I said, I mean, you know, women need to be represented too. I'm not saying that they don't. But you're telling me that Hollywood, they make all this money, they do all this shit, they got all these writers, you know what I'm saying? And they can't come up with an original story, original stories, you know what I mean? Or original comedies, you know, featuring women that are good, you know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not funny, because what was that movie? It was funny as shit. Bridesmaids? I think it was Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids was funny as fuck to me. You know what I mean? So there are funny fucking movies. I'm just curious. Like I say, and I think the other one was Star Wars, but I've never watched any of the Star Wars, so I don't know about, you know, whatever. What is it? The Last Jedi, and the Last Jedi is like a chick or something like that. Man, you're not lying about what they. Here's my thing too. When you talk about trying to change what a woman is, now, like I said, I respect everybody. Everybody has to live. You know, I'm not in their body. I don't know what's what. But here's my thing. What's up, Danny? What's going down? What's the motherfucking deal? Here's my thing. Like, you know, you got a lot of people talking about the identity politics and shit now. And you got people saying, well, you know, if a dude wants to be called a she, you need to address him and all. Like, I'm not with that. Okay. Here's what I think, though. I think if you really fully to commit through the process, that shit, yeah, I should be willing to do that. But here's my thing, is because if you still got dude parts, then you still a dude, man. That's just like, let's get away from all the other bullshit, you know, like, not disrespecting whatever, all that other shit. And I understand where people get offended, but I don't feel like, I think it's unfair that you are trying to force language upon me. You're trying to force me to accept something that I may not want to accept. You force me to make changes that I may not want to change in my life. That's what you're trying to do. You know, and I don't think that shit is fair. I don't think it's ideal. And I think it confuses a lot of people. How am I fucking supposed to know? You know, I think that's just something, that's one of those you just gonna have to take the L on. Or fucking with me, you just gonna take a L on it, because I'm not gonna do all that shit. You know what I mean? So I feel you. I only feel it as a walking criticism, because how can a woman say they want to be equal and turn around and say they want a man to take care? You ain't lying, D-Money. You're not lying. Because what it is like, there's not a unified message across feminism. Now, you have some of these extreme feminists, and I know not everyone who claims to be a feminist is extreme in that nature, but what it is that the squeaky wheel gets the grease, you know. And so these are the loudest ones. These are the ones making the most noise. These are the ones making the most preposterous claims. And so this is what people are noticing. This is what people are associating with feminism. And more people are accepting this. Like, this idea is like, it's legit, you know. I believe in equality, for equal access to opportunity for everybody. That's what I think is about as fair as you can get, because in this world there is no equal opportunity. Some people just shit, you just born uneven, you know what I'm saying? You just born unequal. It's just gonna happen, you know what I mean? And so you gotta figure out a way. But here's my thing: if somebody who looked like you did it, then you can fucking do it too. You know, trying to change and trying to make sure every individual you encounter changes and they act a certain, man, fuck that, dog. Like, I'm not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, cool. I don't give a fuck. Just be blunt with me. Let me know you don't fuck with me so I know not to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to break no bread. I'm not going to benefit you. You ain't got to benefit me because you're not looking out for my well-being. But just be honest with me about it. And I'm going to move in this direction. All that other shit. No, we just talking about some whatevers. You said I watched Aaron Fox about transgender people. It's pretty good. I didn't see what he. I have to see what he says. I haven't checked that out. I started watching the one with D Hop for the first. That's the first one I've seen. But Aaron Fox has always been a pretty smart dude. I'm glad he called it out. He's like, shit, I ain't affiliated with that organization no more. You ain't never had a quarterback. Andre ain't never have a quarterback. It's good to hear some fucking players say that shit. Those motherfuckers act like, you know what I mean, like they're afraid to say the shit. But strut that ass. And yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, yeah, here's my thing. This is what I don't understand, because this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, 'cause this has been explained to me. But like I said, I have friends like a homegirl. She's a lesbian, but she recently had a kid, so I don't know how that works because there was no artificial insemination. But anyway, none of my business. My thing is this. It's like, it's confusing to a person who does not participate in that lifestyle. And you have to acknowledge that. It's not something that's mainstream. It's not something that people are going to know about. So instead of people getting mad about every perceived injustice or disrespect, maybe sometimes you got to educate people, because it's not like I'm dealing with the shit on an everyday basis. So how the fuck am I supposed to know? It's not like I'm saying, hey, here's something I've never encountered in my life. Let me go figure out how to be correct about handling this situation. No, that doesn't make no fucking sense, man. So, yeah. My thing about that, yeah, you know, that also comes from this mind state that everything has to be fair. That, man, you better get over that shit, man. I learned life wasn't fair young, and it's never going to be. There's no way we can create this perceived fairness without being unfair to somebody else. It's not no, hey, well, you guys had to have got it long enough. Can we play with it too now? It's our turn to play with it. It's not like that. It's like, look, if you earn that shit, you're gonna have to go take that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And I'm not saying by knocking people off, but you're just gonna have to be more qualified. You're just gonna have to do whatever it takes to assume that role, man. And that's just what it is. And see, just because, oh, well, my husband was president, well, I'm the most ideal female president at this point. That don't give you, that's not qualifications. You know what I mean? So I'm not with that shit. Like, if you sitting here waiting for some motherfuckers to make some shit fair and square, you're going to be real upset. You're going to be waiting for a long time. And I suggest you don't hold your breath, because you're not going to make it, my friend. Like, it just ain't, man. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I say it. Exactly, Jeremiah. That's my thing. Like, and a lot of people, and here's the thing, too. And you just get a lot of people with this shit. Like, I don't understand it. Like, why is it important that you put it in people's faces? You know what I'm saying? Why is it this important that you just have to? If this is what you do, then do you? I guess it's to normalize it or whatever else. But some people that just don't believe in it's not gonna rock with that. You know what I'm saying? So the same way you feel like you're being oppressed, when you overwhelm and when they motherfuckers take over, you're oppressing somebody else. So now somebody else becomes the oppressed. Where's the fairness now? And it's not like that. So there's never gonna be this perfect balance of this is fair and that's not fair. So like I say, man, it just is what it is. Like, I'm not with that shit. Like, you know, and I know they teaching kids shit like this in school now, and I don't think that's something that needs to be taught in school. If they barely want to teach fucking sex ed, but then you want to teach shit like that, I ain't with it, man. It's all crazy, man. But like how you say, it shouldn't be mainstream. Like I don't give a fuck what's going on in nobody's bedroom. I really don't. Like the celebrity shit, I really don't give a shit about. It should be funny, but it's just like whatever. Them motherfuckers normal, just like us. Like it's not a big fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? I guess we put people on a pedestal and we have these beliefs that oh, that these people are special. They don't do, man, them motherfuckers fuck. Everybody fuck. Shit, your mama fuck. That's how you got here. It's disgusting, but it's fucking true. You know, everybody, you walk by every motherfucker in the grocery store holding a kid, the ugliest motherfuckers, the best looking motherfuckers. Everybody does these things, but we just get shocked and appalled when we find out that somebody has sex or somebody does this. Like, look, who gives a fuck? But all that shit, man. What you do in your bedroom is your business. You know what I'm saying? If you whatever, who cares? Like whatever. Like that's a whole nother stream and need some old fucking blunts for that shit. But it shouldn't be a deal. I don't think it's not. I don't know. Because like I said, I always try to look at both sides of things, and I can see the point. Well, you know, if motherfuckers don't know about it, you know, it'll continue to be oppressed, or we feeling this, or we want, you know, and I can see that. I can see if you're trying to get certain rights for things, but I think that you just got to look at certain aspects of it and just say, look, let's just be realistic. Some things here are just not working. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that I don't think that the gay people deserve rights or whatever you're trying to say, or, you know, it's none of that, or not feminist or none of these things. It's like, I don't know. Like I say, I can see why it's a sensitive subject, and I don't really think about it because it don't concern me. But it's just like equality, man, is never gonna happen because, like I say, it's gonna be imbalanced in some form or fashion. Not in my lifetime. And you know, and if you waiting to see some change. Only way some shit gonna change is gonna take a lot of old people fucking dying off. You know what I'm saying? And what you're doing is you're having a bunch of people who are mad at old ass people and mad at these old people and mad at the young people that these old people that bred or whatever. And the young people might not have nothing to do with it. The young people might be trying to be cool with the shit or whatever it may be. It's just like I say, it's a lot of anger. Then, you know, it's just a whole bunch of back and forth. Like hate is just hate, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it just goes back and forth. When in reality, like, man, let's be realistic, dog. We all motherfuckers say we have differences. I laugh at the shit because I find all that shit funny. Like I laugh at stereotypes and shit like that because I laugh at everything. I find everything fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? To me, like comedy is like the last safe haven. You know what I'm saying? If you can't joke about shit, if you can't crack fucking jokes, offensive jokes, you know what I'm saying? And what the fuck can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I find it unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take a joke too. A lot of people can't take jokes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, look, I'm telling you, man, it's not none of that equality shit going on. Because like I say, you can look at, let me see, I'm missing a bunch of shit. You say, hey, that black guy got to be president, now it's our turn. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is. You know what I'm saying? Look, exactly. That's how it's gonna be because you're gonna have motherfuckers. Look, D-Money, you talking about everyone gonna take less? That's, I mean, that equality. That's fucking communism. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that shit is. What that boils down to is you're gonna have motherfuckers who really running the system at the top of that bitch, really fucking eating, while everybody at the bottom talking about some, you know, let's be fair. Fuck all that, dog. It don't work out like that. That's just not human nature. You know, especially not now. He said social media is fucked up too, dog. Like, what happens, like I say, you hear those loud motherfuckers, and like I say, the loud ones get pushed forward. You know what I'm saying? The ones who are saying crazy shit, and you got a lot of wild ass ideas, especially on Twitter. And even on Twitter, a lot what you see is you see a lot of liberal people get a lot of leeway. You see a lot of right-wing people get their shit shut down. And it's not even like, I've seen a lot of moderate, you know what I'm saying, not even maybe moderate, like just, you know what I'm saying, independence and shit for just stating simple facts, you know what I'm saying, not insulting people. I seen a chick, she got on this dude shit talking about, hope your mama die, and because she had you and you believe, you know, this, only because he was talking about it, only his mom, you know, was basically like back then, women knew not to be in places, you know, one-on-one with a man, and they wouldn't, you know, go certain places after dark or do certain shit because, you know, they knew what men's nature was. And she got so mad about that. She's talking about, I hope your mama died for believing that and telling you that or some shit like that. And he just simply replied with some just sensible shit, you know what I'm saying? Logic. And he got his fucking account blocked. I'm like, how the fuck does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit doesn't make any more sense to me. None of it makes any sense to me. I mean, you just got to look at a lot of the shit. Like, at first I used to not pay attention to it. But you got to look at who really, literally, I mean, who honestly controls the media. You know what I'm saying? You can look at platforms even like Google. Google's a liberal platform. I mean, a lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get their shit canned for nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like a lot of shit. You know, a lot of people perceive shit to be, you know, left or right. But some people are actually independent talking facts, and I've seen them get blocked and banned and channels canceled and shit like that for no fucking reason. Because like I say, man, I listen to everybody. I listen to if motherfuckers talking negative, if motherfuckers talking positive. I want to know all perspectives of things. You said Jumanji. Man, that Jumanji ain't real, man. That original Jumanji was off the board game. That new shit off of video games. Y'all youngsters done fuck the game up, man. But I'm just saying, man. But the thing with the LGBT community and the black community, what it is like somehow a lot of those issues get integrated. Like I say, you look at the Black Lives Matter, and this is why I say I was never really a proponent of it. At first I was like, okay, yeah, you know, Black Lives, but then once I really looked into it, I was like, oh, no, hell no. And people thought I was tripping, because I was like, man, I don't fuck with that shit. That's not really what it's about. You know, it was an organization. Now, if y'all know something different, correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as I know, it was an organization started by, I think, 3 lesbian women, black women. And, you know, they were using all those dudes that were getting killed as the face of their movement. But then when you would go to the website and check out the mission statement, you know, they were talking about, oh, we want to rebuild the black, well, you know, it was basically like a bunch of it was more gay issues, were black gay issues, you know, than really just black issues. And I mean, a lot of that shit had nothing to do with, you know, wanting to benefit black men. It had nothing to do with anything like that. It was more for, like I say, black women and gay issues. And then, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Those things need light, but how are you using black men as the face of this shit? But then but all the issues you're pushing and you're talking about are more gay issues and things like that. And so I think they were just kind of capitalizing on that. And like I say, a lot of times those issues get intertwined. And so, like I say, it's just, sometimes you got to fall back and see what you really support and what you really, you know, fucking with. So yeah, that's what I say, man. That shit there is crazy. Like, things definitely happen. Then another thing too, though, is what you got is when shit happens is with black issues is motherfuckers gotta pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? You can't get behind every issue. If a nigga was selling dope, dog, and he had a pistol on him, man, he was shooting at the laws, and y'all motherfuckers want to get mad because he got shot down by some cops. I'm sorry, dog. Like, shit. If that shit would just happen to 2 random niggas in the hood, y'all not gonna be mad because old buddy in the hood shot him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers gonna protect their life. Like, so it's certain. It's like, it's a lot of things. That's why I say I fall back on a lot of the black issues that motherfuckers be getting hyped up on the internet, because it really be a lot of tomfoolery involved in some of the shit. You know, you got to really do your own research and just don't believe everything, dog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, society is definitely, it's all crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. God damn. You say let a race have complete power for 4 years and switch. Hell nah. That's go be on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you gotta fuck communism too. I fucked your grandma. My grandma is dead. What the hell? No, we ain't done a raffle today yet. You know what I'm saying? The Black Panthers. What are you talking about? Say women want to be a man till the man kick the door in, and they look for a man to protect her. Yeah, like I say, man, it's a lot of shit. Like here's another thing. Like I said, I don't understand the logic of safe spaces. You know what I mean? You got to realize this is the planet Earth. There's no such thing as a safe space. Nothing is safe. And so I don't comprehend that. You know, I don't quite get that one. That's what I'm trying to figure out still. You know, well, you shouldn't be allowed. That's prejudice, and that's other stuff. And I don't believe in that shit, dog. Like I say, you just got to deal with the shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as a motherfucker ain't causing a ruckus or making a scene, and you gotta fucking deal with it unless you're in the privacy of your own home and some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of these college campuses. You know, they're not even really, you know, they're not teaching. They're not. I mean, educating people. They're fucking politicizing people. Shit is crazy, man. So. Steven Universe. What's up with Steven Universe? Say women are basically giving men. What's she talking about? Hell no, it's not an ability. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about a lot of that shit. If a motherfucker has that type of nature in them, they're just gonna be that kind of person. It's men, it's women who do a lot of shit. It's women who do. I mean, look how many motherfuckers are talking about. Oh, look at all these men doing all these evil sexual things. Women, look at all these fucking teachers fucking with these young boys. Like, y'all are grown ass women. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's looking at that shit the same way. It's the same motherfucking shit, and it's happening all the fuck over the place. All the fuck over the place, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't get the same. It's to say, you want to talk about equality, let's talk about equality. If men are getting harsh punishments for doing some of these things that they're doing, I don't, excuse me, women don't get that same kind of treatment, you know? There was a woman, I think, just recently held a motherfucker up at knife point and made him have sex with her, and I think she just got probation, like 5 years probation. You know what I mean? What kind of fucking shit is that? So, man, Whataburger, you know what I'm saying? Colonizing the moon, man, hell no. There ain't gonna be shit going down. There ain't gonna be no hoes on the moon, dog. No moon hoes. When you trying to go to black people meet? Yeah, man. So like I said, it's a lot of double standard, but they don't perceive these standards because, like I say, maybe because these standards aren't manifested in some type of visual power. But a lot of women know that they have, and it's usually, like I say, these women who are aware of their assets and things like that, and they use that to their benefit. They have a power over men, and they know it. And they be using that shit to their leverage, and they know they can. You know, men don't necessarily have that ability. Like I say, but a lot of people you see complaining about a lot of these things on both sides. Like I say, even on that alt-right shit, even on the far left, crazy extremist feminism, all that type of shit. These are like really funny looking people. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are funny looking people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like trying to just say, I don't want to use the U word, but fuck it, most of them motherfuckers be ugly as shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying, it might be more personal issues than issues that you just have with society. And I think people just need to take that into account. You know, a lot of these people would rather, you know, blame everything and everyone else for their health conditions and other things when they choose to fucking eat McDonald's every day or some shit like that. You know, instead of fucking, you know, learning new skills to become better at something, they feel like motherfuckers should fucking accommodate, you know, their low level of ability, their lack of willingness to want to, you know, educate themselves, you know, and learn more, do better. And I'm not saying shit, everything don't require you going to fucking college. There's a lot of shit you can do. It's just motherfuckers don't want to do that. And like, nobody owes you a job. You know what I'm saying? Nobody owes you anything. You know what I mean? So people feel like they should be like, yeah, you got to give me this. Like, what you don't realize is the fucking market or society will accommodate itself, and it's going to eventually fix the problem. So, like I say, you see with all these $15 wanting people, okay, they gonna come up with something. I mean, you already see it at the damn soda machine. You gonna see it at the counters next. It's gonna be the same way you do your fucking you pay for your groceries at the fucking grocery stores, but you don't have to fucking have a checkout person. You just gonna go in that bitch. You're gonna fucking put your order in. You're gonna pay for that bitch with whatever currency you paying with. Pretty soon you're gonna be paying with Bitcoin at the fucking Mickey D's, and then your food is gonna come out, and it's gonna have your little number, your information or whatever. It's gonna come out, or it's gonna be maybe 2 or 3 people in the back working. It's gonna be half the fucking staff, and they're gonna be getting paid that fucking $15 an hour, not because they can just flip burgers, because they're the best of the burger flippers. Like, that's what's gonna fucking happen. Like, people, they just think, oh yeah, I'm gonna get $15 an hour, and I'm just gonna make, I'm gonna have all this money now. No, then things are just naturally gonna start going up, dog. Like, things are going to eventually start costing more, because you're gonna have to pay more, for people to do these jobs, or you're either gonna lose jobs for shit to stay at a certain level, And so, what's the motherfucking deal, Duck Scout? Sticky Northside, what's shaking? The only currency that matters, Robux is sweet. Yeah, exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like to say, man, it's going down and a popping, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, man. Look, we trying to go get some space pussy. We trying to get up out this bitch, man. I'm missing some good comments though. No moon, moon sick. Don't come flow down. Oh, that's nasty as shit. You say it's crazy because we historically men wrote these laws, and it's like we allowed them to do what they do. Yeah, man. Motherfuckers talk about the patriarchy and a bunch of all this other shit. Like I say, man, like you can look at it however. Like I say, motherfuckers look at racism a particular kind of way. And a lot of these things are similar. But I say, man, you can sit here and you can be complaining about it, or you can do what you do and make it shake, man. Like, cause you only got one life. I mean, when it all comes down to it, you got one fucking life to live, man. You can clock out tomorrow and shit, clock out anytime. And, I don't got time to be worried about social. Like, I'm more concerned with what I can do for me and mine than at this point trying to save a fucking society that is far gone, dog. Like, I mean, you got motherfuckers who are just out of there. You know what I'm saying? And then this real next generation that's coming up, these kids that can't even they don't know the difference between real and fake. They fucking cartoons look so damn real now. They believing in anything. And it's just going to be, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be wild, man. So all I want to do is build a sauce empire and then retire on a little bitty island somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean, dog. Like, on the Futurama. Futurama was the shit, though. Don't lie, man. Futurama was cool as shit. Futurama did not get enough love. Motherfuckers were sleeping on that shit, though. You know what I'm saying, man? It's like I say, it's just yeah, that's what I mean, dog. Like I say, that motherfucker, it's gonna be a whole different. Like, people don't realize, like, shit's gonna change, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not on top of that type of shit, would you have space sex? Would you have sex in space sex and did Pornhub say we're gonna do it? I don't know. I don't know about Pornhub saying they were gonna do a video in space. That'd be interesting if they did, though. You know what I'm saying? You said, yeah, underwear. I mean, it's like I say, man, it's a whole bunch of wild shit. Like, people, like I say, people just like to play this naive card. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, especially like the news media, because they like to play people for dumb. And the people that they play for dumb are those. There are some of those people who just so out of touch. Older housewives maybe, who maybe just out of touch. But a lot of these older housewives, they got this internet now, motherfuckers in tune, but who were just not believing certain things were going on, and they make these stories, they craft these stories in a certain way to just make shit seem so bad. Or it's all, like I say, it's all a game, man. That's why I say, man, I don't buy into none of this shit, man. Like I say, you just gotta fuck with the motherfuckers you know on the same level as you. You can't be trying to be out there saving the world, man. American Dad underrated too. Sauce Empire. Would you look up porn in space? Of course I watch porn in space. I ain't have shit else to do. But yeah, like I say, so we were talking about a variety of topics here. But yeah, we really, like I say, it got started. We were talking about, I was telling the man things that we were mentioning earlier about the rebooting the franchises and all that shit. And I was thinking about too, even that Uncharted game. Uncharted, I think the newest Uncharted, I don't know if it came out yet, or the newest one that's supposed to be coming out, it's supposed to be 2 chicks now. So, like I say, it's everything is changing. And like I say, man, everybody needs representation. I can understand that. But where is the creation of original stories, plot line? Like I say, everything now is just it's gonna be a reboot of a reboot of a reboot. You know what I mean? You know, it's like shit. We still alive. We was alive in the fucking. Well, I was alive in the '80s. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've seen a lot of this shit. A lot of shit have been redone. Shit, a lot of shit was from the '70s. A lot of this, all this shit is just it's recycled. Like, where is the original thought? You know what I'm saying? Where are the people who are creating new shit? Just mess me, you know. But we talking about some VR chat. What the hell is that? Tell them hoes start clacking. You know, let's see. Let's get a. We can get a little raffle going. We ain't done a raffle yet. We hadn't done a raffle yet. So let's boot up a raffle. We'll make it 10 minutes. Let me think of it. I'm not gonna give y'all the. Well, fuck it. I'll give y'all the answer. I ain't worried about all that shit. Yeah, we ain't gonna even. I ain't gonna even do all that. So we just start the raffle. High, so high. Damn, that bitch big as shit. Alright. So yeah, man, it's cold outside out here. Shit, I went outside thinking I was gonna be good in some motherfucking basketball. I was like, oh, ooh, this shit ain't shaking, man. Yeah, I got to get on that English. I've been slacking now. I've been on some other shit. But like I said the beginning of the year, I'm gonna get shit back in order. I'm gonna get shit. I got to get back in shape. So, like I said, I'm gonna start off with that fucking fast. Do the 2 weeks. You know, I can't even sit there and try to do. I'm saying I'm gonna try, but I ain't gonna say try. We don't use that word. We execute. We accomplish. So we're gonna go 2 weeks, or I'm gonna go 2 weeks on a fast. And then after that, definitely have to change my eating habits. You know, because I've been eating like shit. So I've been eating some of my favorites as of late. A lot of Wingstop. I love Wingstop. I wish Wingstop would sponsor the Kush Den. I would love to have the Kush Den be sponsored by Wingstop. It'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Man, I want to say that first time I did it, I think that second day I had a little bit of a headache, but I was cool after that. Like I said, I just drank plenty of water and everything like that. That was good. No shit. How do you pull that one off? How do you defect there? Man, I don't even want to talk about that OKC game. That bullshit ass game. Like I say, them motherfuckers. It took all them motherfuckers powering up to finally get the W. But like I say, basically that night Harden played with the same team that he had last year. You know, and so that's a OKC team that's supposed to have stepped it up a notch. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if there's a. I have to find out about that. I have to check and see. That'll be pretty interesting. I'll look into that. Let me see. I'm a website where I watched Urinating Tree too, and that was pretty interesting. That was pretty interesting. The Urinating Tree was a very interesting guy. You want a bisectomy? What's a bisectomy? That's you want I thought it started with a V, vasectomy, like a VY or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. So the raffle, all you got to do is just well, first you check your sweets balance, and if you have enough, I think it's 5 sweets a ticket or entry, and then all you got to do is just keep entering the thing, and how many times you put it in, that's how many times you'll get entered in. And after, I think I got it set for 10 minutes, so after 10 minutes, it'll automatically pick a winner. And then what I did, I gave the first 5 people in the stream, I gave them 500 sweets. So I'm starting doing some little shit like that. It's little bonuses and things. Because like I said, at the beginning of the year, I'm going to start making the sweets and the sauce actually mean something. You know, give folks an opportunity to use the sweets and the sauce to mean something. So we'll see what's up. Don't let Danny win. Shit, Danny might fucking win. Cause Mary got a big old butt. What? Round and round and let the merry go round. Past the sweet. I see it say entered users, but why it's only saying unless that was the last ones to go. I'm curious. It's not. I see it shows the people entered, but I'm not seeing some people who are entered right now. It's only showing a couple of folks, and I'm trying to see why it's. Oh, you know what? But that's the thing. If you're not subscribed, I think it's only on subscribe on. So if you're not subscribed to the Kush Den, it's not gonna do it. But if y'all, I thought y'all would all be if y'all getting a notification for it or whatever. But it might not show if you have your subscriptions hidden. So I see. This is what we're gonna do real quick. It's at like the 5-minute mark. All right. So let me chop it up. Stop it off. Drop it here real quick. Bam, 5 minutes. Set this up. Bow. Alright. There you go. Alright. There you go. Now you got it all. So now that way everybody should be able to be entered. There you go, yeah. But no, has a pit bull yeah, I've had a dog eaten by a pit bull. Yes, it has happened. It was a very, very sad day. Used to have I'm gonna tell y'all a sad story. We're gonna tell a sad story. I might have to smoke another bowl after that. But I had a dog, man. Fucking dog, dude. Fucking dog named Chilo, right? So this was my old lady. We had a neighbor, and you know he was kind of out of there, and he had a dog. His girlfriend was getting rid of the little dog, little Chihuahua. I didn't want the fucking dog. Girlfriend at the time wanted it, so we got the fucking dog. The dog was kind of crazy. I was participating in some other activity. The dogs had got into some prescription medicine. He just had some issues. There was just a bunch of stuff happening to this dog. But anyway, I did not want the dog. He would scream his head off, do a bunch of crazy shit. But eventually I broke him of that shit, and he came real attached to me. So whatever. So I had the dog for I want to say maybe 5 years or so, 5, 6 years. I don't know, something like that. But like I say, the little dog was cool. It'd be super funny because anytime we would get in an argument, he'd always bark at her and shit like that. Just all kind of little shit. He didn't really like nobody. He had very few people he liked. Just a little weird dog, but he was cool. You know what I'm saying? He tried his best. You know how Chihuahuas are. They'll try to be tough, but the motherfuckers ain't worth the fuck. But anyway, so I used to let him out and he'd go run the neighborhood and do his thing. This is actually when I probably just got Scotty for maybe like a month I've had Scotty. And so I let him out. You know, I really didn't want to let Scotty out because I didn't think he knew the neighborhood that well, but he found a way to get out anyway. And so I'm going to go do their thing. I go outside to go check. Scotty's back at the door. I let Scotty in. You know, I don't see Chilo for a minute. And so, like, I'm waiting a while. And it's been a minute. You know, usually, like, I can go outside, I'll whistle or whatever, and he would come, you know, even if he was a couple of blocks down the road or whatever, he would always come back. And so I'm like, shit, I don't see him. I'm looking for him, couldn't find him. So, like, it's probably, like I said, I probably let him out maybe 7 in the morning. Now it's about, like, noonish, a little after noonish, almost 1 o'clock maybe. Some of the little local neighborhood kids, like, come knock on the door, like, hey, mister, I think we found your dog over here. No, actually, I said, like, I think we found your dead dog. And I was like, ah, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how he said it. I was like, ah, shit. So I fucking went, and, like, directly across from my house, like, was a lot. Like, I mean, like a diagonal, little empty lot. Basically, used to be a house there, tore it down. And motherfucking Chilo was dead in the fucking lot, dog. Like, gashed up, like, a motherfucker was just like eating at his motherfucking ass. And he looked like he suffered too. So fucking scooped him up, put him in a bag, and I ended up burying him somewhere, put him in like a fucking plastic thing. But yeah, man, I felt real bad about that shit. I liked that little dog. He was cool, man. He was cool little dog. So anyway, yeah, so I was highly upset about that. I was gonna get rid of Scotty after that happened because, like, I was like, Scotty, you're not half the dog Chilo is. He still ain't. Chilo was cool because, like I said, me and Chilo had a fucking bond. It'd be like little shit. I could do little noises and shit. He knew exactly what they meant. He was just a little weird dog. All he would do was just hang out in his little fucking kennel. That's all he wanted to do. Unless I went and watched TV or something, he'd come fuck with me. But what's the deal, Wink? What's going down? And so the moral of the story is fucking pit bulls ate my damn dog, and I was very upset about it, but it happened. So it's kind of the fucking way things go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely Wink Wednesday. So what's going down? Yeah, the story is, what the fuck? Danny won the raffle. Well, Danny, you won. That motherfucker Danny always wins, dog. That dude Danny always wins. Nah, I wish. Motherfucker just win. He win 1,000 sweets. Virtual sweets. Man, I don't know what the fuck Danny be doing. Danny be out there grinding for the giveaways, man. He somehow out raffles everybody. That motherfucker there every fucking time, every fucking raffle. Like, shit. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, man, I forgot some new little features I put on there. Like I say, the link is in the description below if you fuck with that Spotify. And if you fuck with that Spotify, the link in the description below is to the playlist that I be jamming when I be in the den, my Kush Den playlist, so you can check it out. But got some new little commands that should be working here if I fucking do this shit right. Or y'all can check it out. But if you do the exclamation point current song, it'll let you know what song I'm currently listening to. And then if you don't like the song, you can put exclamation point skip song. And I think if it's like 4 or 5 people vote to skip the song, then the song will, it'll change. It has to be all one word though. Yeah, there you go. Maybe it only work on yours. Maybe I gotta do it. Maybe I have to do it. I'm trying to see what it's showing. Let's see. So it don't tell what y'all playing. So it only tells what I'm playing. Okay, so I have to put current song, I guess then. Nah, I ain't gonna have YouTube hit me with the bamboozler. What the fuck is going on here, man? This motherfucker shit ain't responding. I don't know what I need to do. Man, yeah, I jammed in this face. That motherfucker jamming. Hell yeah, that motherfucker jamming. Man, why the fuck it ain't telling the damn song now? That shit was A-OK earlier, and now that bitch ain't fucking telling the damn song. Hold on one second. Let's see if it ain't one thing, it's something else, huh? That shit was working cool, and now that shit fried it. Well, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Oh well. Oh, I wonder. Let me see something. I need a mountain and a half. Ounce and a half. But yeah, so like I said, I want to know. So, has anybody watched any of those? I did not choose the den. The den chose me. Has anybody watched any of these reboot movies? I mean, to give an honest opinion, if, like I say, to watch and say that the movies were actually good. You know, like I say, I don't want to be biased. I just don't watch movies really at all, so I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, it was a good movie or not, because I don't watch shit, and I need to watch more shit. But, like I said, because we talking about this shit, but I mean, motherfuckers are just making new movies out of basically making the same fucking movie, but just putting women in the movie and calling it a fucking new movie. And I think that everybody gets cheated that way. I'm not saying don't make movies with women in them, but give us some original fucking shit, man. Like, don't cheat us out of that shit. You know what I mean? Don't give us a bunch of bullshit. Like, they supposed to be redoing the Lord of the Flies or something like that with all fucking girls or something like that. I mean, it's just a bunch of shit they supposed to be doing, and it's just, I mean, for just to be saying that they're doing it, it's not really like people think, oh, it's groundbreaking, but it's not really groundbreaking if everybody's doing that shit now. You know what I mean? So, but people want to sell you anything, though. They'll tell you they'll tell you any motherfucking thing. My fault. I always fucking forget to take that thing off. You tell me. That shit's always funny. And like I said, I'm not saying I don't want to see them be empowered and come together, but I think that, man, if you want to be empowered, you go, because like, motherfuckers say, well, it's no, how did all these other women do it then? How did all these other motherfuckers beforehand do it? How could they accomplish it? Like, I don't want to hear no shit about what their circumstances were different. Of course, everybody has different circumstances, but you can always find a motherfucking way to make it shake. I forgot what the fuck I'm looking for. I ain't purple or blue. Yeah, that shit just is crazy, man. Oh yeah, a good stoner movie. Look, that's what's gonna fuck around. They're gonna make a stoner movie with a bunch of girls. It's gonna be a girl stoner movie. That's the next thing they finna do. It's gonna be like Pineapple Express 2, with just two broads that they just go find out of anywhere. Just two random, non-funny chicks who probably don't even smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, them motherfuckers, Franco and whatchamacallit, got high. Oh, buddy be getting high with Snoop and Wiz and shit. Man, a nigga moment. Man, nigga moments happen all the time. That's why you just gotta kind of bob and weave and try to avoid niggas, man. Try to avoid high density nigga situations. Sometimes though, you just gotta go out and be about. Sometimes you can't avoid it though, but you gotta avoid high density nigga situations. I mean, high density nigga situation is a situation where it's just a a overwhelming proportion of niggas to non-niggerdom going on. You know what I'm saying? You got black people, or what depends on what type of situation you may be. And I ain't gonna say black people and niggas because it could be a mixed crowd. Niggas transcend race at this point in time because everybody's adapted the term nigga. And so if motherfuckers gonna classify themselves as such, so we just gonna say that. So a nigga to normal to nigga situation, you know what I'm saying? And I can't talk shit because, you know, it used to be times I created nigga moments, but you know, once you get out of that element, you just try to change your ways. You try to do shit different. You try to avoid the high density nigga moments. You know what I'm saying? The high density nigga situation. So, you know, that's just what you don't want to do. I'm mad about this fucking Spotify thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out why it's not playing the fucking jam. 25 lighters on my dresser, yes sir. Yes sir. Guys to get paid. 25 on my give me 1 second. Okay. I see all that. Try this real quick. But yeah, man, like I say, all the feminism things and all those activities, and like I say, ain't nothing wrong with it. But I mean, you can have a lot of them though that are giving support to these irrational, just crazy things. That's why I say, like, honestly, fucking with Twitter be tough for me, dog, because it's just sometimes you look at what people saying, you like, you mean these things that you're saying right now? You're serious about the shit you're talking about right now? Because you saying some off the wall shit, but you got people who support that shit, man. Trying to see what we got going. Well, I don't know why this shit ain't fucking playing. This ain't that some bullshit. That's some hoe ass shit. Oh well, fuck it. We'll figure it out next time. Lighters on my dresser, yes sir. I got to get paid. Oh, that's the problem. I think that's the problem. Man. Yeah, if they're gonna do some remakes, especially with, like I say, but don't, the thing about with the remakes they be doing nowadays is they be trying to use special effects to overcompensate for the lack of story. Like, don't do that. Like, you have enough intelligent people and cinematic effects to really put together. Like, at this point, people, motherfuckers should be making some masterpiece. Like, everything that comes out in the theater should be a fucking masterpiece. It's enough motherfucking knowledge and know-how, but you know, motherfucking there'll still be a lot of movies that come out these bitches that just be fucking duds. I know a lot of people talking about this fucking Avengers shit. I don't even know what's going on. There's too many fucking characters. I probably ain't gonna even watch that shit either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be out the loop on that shit too. Lighters on my dresser, yes sir. Fuck it, pull up the check. We're doing all this extra shit. But, you're racist. I'm already on the dark side. You said it was better than the original, and it was closer. See, like I said, I hadn't read the book. I haven't even watched the original yet, so maybe I should go watch the first one first before I make a decision. I like to see the original shit before I go back and watch that shit. Who was that I was telling? I forgot which one of y'all I was telling about that Alex Cross shit with Morgan Freeman. With Along Came the Spider and Kissed the Girls. He said the original's horrible? That's awful. I'm going to check this shit out. Man, it's taking a long time to get into the tampon shop for that makeup. You ever said what? You say, Jumanji ain't even a reboot. Jumanji is a reboot. Jumanji a reboot off that other Jumanji from the board game. Yeah, definitely been a nigga moment. Yeah. Let me see. Like I said, I didn't miss some shit. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. What the hell is that shit? Do you think it's funny to get kids a T-shirt and a PS4 box? As long as I'm not on the receiving end of it, yeah, it's pretty funny. I'm sure it's pretty funny as shit. Damn, I'm gonna say 3 dogs get run over. That's fucked up. God damn. Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on with this bitch. Why this motherfucker was tripping, but it is what it is. It was wise. Okay. Yeah, because like I say, oh, you said that Will Smith. Man, I've been hearing a few people say that. I've been hearing quite a few people say that shit. I'm gonna have to check that shit out. I'm gonna have to check that shit out, man. Because I'm gonna tell you this: Netflix got bread. Netflix has money to throw at movie shit. If they can throw $60 million at Chappelle to do a couple of things, he's supposed to have some shit coming out on New Year's Eve, and that's gonna be real interesting. If they got money to throw at Dave Chappelle like that, because you got to think about it. How many people you know got Netflix? Like, everybody got Netflix. I think, let's say, fuck it, and then they raise the price up to like, what is that? Fucking like 10, 11 bucks now. I think they went up a little bit. Let's just say $11. Let's say you're getting $11 from, what, 30 million people maybe? I don't know how many people. Let me see. Let's see how many people have Netflix. I wonder if there's a fact. I don't know if I spelled that right. That's awful. Oh my God. That's a bunch of shit. Oh my God. I'm way off. I'm way off. Oh my God. I'm way off. Them motherfuckers got 94 million subscribers. So almost 100 million people. Man. They have almost 100 million people worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Paying for Netflix. So even if you're just saying, like, and I know some of them are cheaper and then all that other shit, but let's just say you got around 11 bucks a month coming to you. You talking about, I don't even fucking know, what's that, they put you in the billions? Something like that. They put you a whole lot of fucking money. But, so my thing is, you got that kind of money, so 60 million ain't shit. You gonna throw all this money at motherfuckers because basically you can run with whoever. That's why Disney pulled all their monies off their shit, because Disney did that move, and now they gonna get Hulu. It's a bunch of all kind of shit going on. Like I say, motherfuckers gonna be able to pay all kind of money to do a whole bunch of bullshit. And like I say, old buddy sitting at the top of the FCC collecting checks from the big companies and shit, not even tripping. He don't even give a fuck. He can afford it, so he don't give a shit. Yeah, man, it's fucking interesting as shit because Netflix has that big bread, and so they crushing motherfuckers. And so you got that Bright movie, they can throw some money behind that shit, and they can do all these special effects and shit. They shouldn't have done Death Note, but fuck it, they did it. You know what I mean? So, in this story, when I went to the bar with the hoes, man, I'm gonna have to say that for a late night den. We might do a den later on after the stream. And matter of fact, what time is it? Okay, yeah, we might have to do a den after the sauce, and we might talk about that. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, we'll talk about that. We might talk about it in the stream tonight. Excuse me. Good grief. All right. So, but that's what I'm saying, man. Exactly. So you talking about more people fucking watching Netflix accounts than live in the country of the United States. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good though. Man, look. All right, cool. Here we're gonna do. Matter of fact, I got one real quick before we get up out of here, man. Let's do a little poll. We're gonna do a little poll. I ain't gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. Do do. I need another one. What's another one? Here we go. Give me one more. One more. Okay. All right, cool. Let's roll with it. Get high with the blank stuff. Wanna get high with the blank stuff, please. The sweet young G. Killer with my nigga. Hold on 1 second. All right. Oh, there we go. High with the blanks. Yeah. So we're gonna roll like this. Mid killer with my nigga. Alright. Let me see here. Man, Five Guys, I don't know if is that technically fast food, you know what I'm saying? That's like let's see what we got. I'm trying to make it look like that bottom part ain't showing. Oh shit, which one missing? Oh, Taco Bell missing. Let me see. Things are crazy in this life. Gotta get my smoke on. Getting hard to hold on. In this life, smoke on is getting hard. Okay, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. I'll put y'all right in the corner. There we go. So Jack in the Box hulling right now. Okay. Mickey D's and Burger King ain't getting too much love. So let me see what y'all talk about here. My fault. I'm fucking around trying to set all that shit up. Alright. So let's see. You say Netflix got something you want to watch maybe once a year, but they starting to come out with more shit. They starting to get all these little comedy specials and all that other little shit. You know what I'm saying? So they coming good. A good mob movie. Yeah, it's been a while since they had one. What happens to the den if something bad happens? Do you have an heir to the den? No, there's no heir to the den. If something bad happens, then depending on the severity of bad, it'll either be the end of the den or whatever else happens. Crazy in it. Man, I left Whataburger off. I'm tripping, dog. I fucking fried it, dog. That's why I'm trying to think of another. I'm trying to think of something that was national for everybody, but I don't even know if Jack in the Box is even national. Shit. Man, Chappelle was the greats. Yeah, Whataburger is the motherfucking truth. Sauce Nation. Now there's no heir to the sauce either. Excuse me. It just is what it is. On Rugrats and them Reptar bars. Man, hey, you not lying, dog. Them Reptar bars did look good as shit, dog. See, yeah, you done brought back some things. Them motherfuckers, your mouth used to be dirty, full of motherfucking me, chocolate or whatever else was in the fucking Reptar bar. You not lying, dog. Hell yeah. 13 Reasons Why. Nah, I didn't watch that one, man. I feel like I heard somebody say something like about suicide or some shit. I'm not even familiar exactly with what it was, what it's about. So, I don't know. Somebody was triggering. I don't know. You know, people make a fucking thing about anything now to call that shit news. Who fucking knows, man? Who the fuck knows? I don't even know. But I heard it was affiliated with something. I just never watched it. I hardly watch anything. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's like, I'd be like, see, I'm finna watch some shit, but I end up never fucking watching that fucking shit, man. So, Adulterous, I ain't seen that. Ninja Turtles pizza used to look good as fuck. Hell yeah, that motherfucker used to be cheesy a bit. Looking like it's just pizza dripping and shit. That shit there used to be live at 5. Jack in the Box got 2 bucks. That's funny. I don't think it's some weird shit. They got some weird movies on Netflix too. But like I say, with all these big companies trying to make these little big companies making little power moves, that shit don't even make no sense. But all these companies making these moves, you know what I'm saying, trying to pull their services from here to there and moving it over here and readjusting. There's gonna be a lot of shitty quality. I mean, gonna be like a lot of shitty shit on some channels, and some motherfuckers. Disney might fuck around and sew everything up with taking over their Fox shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be real interesting. Man, if I had a time machine, Rockets versus Warrior or Watson next season. Ooh wee. Rockets versus Warriors, because if Rockets beat the Warriors, go ahead to the championship, win that. We have 2 championships, well, within a relatively same season, I guess, technically started in the same season. And then you got something to talk about until Watson gets on the field. You can talk about the Rockets until then. And then, as you know, he practice at OTAs, all that other good shit. You know what I'm saying? You have plenty to talk about, and so it'll carry on, and it'll be plenty of good shit to talk about. So I think I would go to that's where I would go to. You say typing those one scene changed the game. I'm gonna check that shit out. Man, I hope it don't get that. I hope it don't ever get to the point. I'm gonna go to fucking Germany and get some of them stem cells and fucking try to add an extra 10 years on my life. But I'm gonna try to. I need it's time for me for real start getting in shape though. I've been slacking. I said I was gonna do it in September. I fucking around, hurt my damn shoulder. So I gotta get with it. I ain't even trying to do nothing major. Just trying to get my body weight right. So. You know what I'm saying? I think would I rather have Hopkins have a Super Bowl or Harden have a final? But technically, I probably have to go with with Hopkins getting the Super Bowl, because Harden with the Thunder, he has some action. So I'd probably be the way I'd have to go with it. So, but if Harden won, if we're talking about winning or just going, I think it would be a different deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Except it, man. Man, I know it's hard to be excited about. It's hard to be excited. I mean, honestly, I was more excited to talk to y'all and talk to the stream than I was to watch the fucking games, dog. Let's be realistic. Like, once we saw about 2 games worth of Savage, it was done deal. You know what I'm saying? There was no point in, they were just spoon feeding us bullshit, dog. And like I said, if it wasn't for the sauce, I wouldn't even been talking about that shit. Like, that shit is just that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, who got a match coming up? What's the next big fight coming up? I ain't been keeping up. I've been slacking. But shit, we've been an hour and 20. Okay, this was gonna happen, so probably go a couple of more minutes in this bitch, and then slide up out of the motherfucking den. Take a little break, get ready for the sauce at 7. And like I say, Wink Wednesday, so make sure y'all are part of that. If y'all ain't stacking up your sauce, if you ain't stacking up your your sweets and all that other stuff. You know, like I say, this is a practice run because what we're gonna do is after the first, which is cool. It's like actually cool that the fucking year starts off on a Monday, so no excuses. No excuses anyway. But because like I said, my ass is lazy. I don't like keeping track of shit, so I like starting shit at the either beginning of a month. You know what I'm saying? So I can be like, oh yeah, I did that last fucking Monday. Or I did that in the beginning of the month. I started that on the first. And so, you know, like I say, with everything starting all even and shit, you know, I'm just gonna go from there. But I'm gonna start taking the sauce and the sweets. So whoever ended up having the most at the end of the week will get to be a honorary temporary moderator, either in the Kush Den or the Sauce Sports. You know, maybe like a fucking Friday moderator or something like that. So, you know, something like that to make the sweets and the sauce worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? You might be on to something, Danny, man. You might be on to something right there. I'm gonna see what's shaking with that one. You have won multiple times on multiple occasions. You are like the Patriots of the Kush raffle. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up with that. We'll see what's up with that. Pickles. I used to like pickles when I was young. It's been a real long time since I've had a fucking pickle. A long time. Been quite a while since I've had a pickle. So yeah. But with that being said, my friends in the den, I appreciate y'all for fucking with your boy. But like I say, be ready. We're gonna be saucing, like I say, Wink Wednesday. And if y'all not subscribed to Third Coast Sports TV, make sure you go do that right now. No excuse. You should be able to click on his name, and I think it should take you there. But with that being said, man, it's your boy El Hacho. I'm gonna get up out of here, go give you something to eat, and get ready for the fucking South Sports. So I'll see y'all in just a few. 3 Jags episode. I'm gonna check that out. That's a bit. But I appreciate y'all fucking with your boy. Make sure y'all go hit that Stay Saucy, man. Go check out that Stay Saucy gear. Check out the merch. You know what I'm saying? We have some new things coming soon, so stay tuned. But with that being said, man, I'm out. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool and stay saucy.